Hey there, everyone. This is Mystic Fish, and welcome to episode 25 of our Factorio series on building a cellular megabase. Last episode, we designed some cheaper solar cells up here that reduce the energy consumption needed for the reproductive parts of the cell. So that's good stuff. And at the end of the last episode, we talked about what to do next, and that is working on some self-defense for our megabase here. Right now, we are dependent on this laser wall to protect us from the biters, and that is powered by the original base. And we're also a lot of the not having to deal with as much expansion because the original base has artillery going around the outsides to keep some area clear for the biters to expand into. So this episode, we're going to work on designing an artillery cell, and I think I want to put that right here after we design it, because this is a one little segment of the laser wall we can pick up, and most of the things we should be able to shoot via artillery from here will sort of route up in this direction. So got some friends coming to visit, perhaps, but okay. So let's hop into the lab and work on designing some stuff. So we are going to start here. I have an empty cell frame here. I think things are going to be very different on this cell. Like there are some things that I think we want to be able to reuse. So let's go grab what some of those things are. Like I do think we kind of want a stem cell, but I'm thinking that it may not look exactly like this. So let's just put this here as one of the things that we're going to need. We are going to need, I think, the resource drop-offs as well, like some of this stuff. And this stuff, but I think we're gonna have to lay it out differently, because I think we're not really going to be able to use the outside of the cell, because we're going to need to surround stuff with walls, and so I think we'll need that stuff. And then what else? We should also grab at least some of the builder stuff. Sure. That's fine. And I guess what I really want is this stuff here. No, this stuff. So let's just get our little sort of cookbook of pieces over here. All right. So let's start talking a little bit about walls. We are going to need some rails to talk about this, and we're going to need some walls and there's probably some gates. So part of the trick is that we can only put gates on straight rail segments, not curved ones, and not diagonal ones either, for that matter. So that means that we know trains are going to have to come in and traverse gates. And so that means that, for example, the closest a gate can get to the edge is like here. And so that's sort of as close as we can get an outer wall. So we're going to lose some portion of the sort of cell interior to just like keeping the gates far enough away. If we came in from this side or from this side, same deal. Like we lose the same distance. I'm thinking that we actually want the entry to come from the top, and then exit down here at the bottom, just because, I mean, the cell is sort of like, in this orientation, is taller than it is wide, and so if I'm going to lose part of a dimension, I probably want to lose it on the longest dimension. So I think we are going to do something like this. And looking at what we had set up for the Megabase, that had 4 deep walls. And those have been working just fine as far as keeping the biters out, even in response to artillery attacks. So that seems like a reasonable place to start. This might be, it's entirely possible that this is going to be overkill. We also need the same thing along this wall. I'm leaving it out by 1 because we have, there are rail signals along through here. And then we need to figure out some way to get some kind of corner action going here. And so I think what we want is, let's get rid of this stuff. Nope, I grabbed too much stuff. This. Okay, so then we can just do something like this. And then okay, so that'll be our corner. I don't know if this is in the right space yet, but that's okay. Then we're going to come down this direction. Let's take these off. Now we need to get this stuff and flip it around this way. This is not the right direction, I don't think, but that tells us where these walls need to be. And then we grab these. And we go this way. We grab this again. I did not do that, right? I didn't actually grab enough stuff. Ooh, that went pretty far. And then we know this is coming over this way. And okay, like that. Okay, so I think this is where the walls are going to be. So let's get these out because we don't know where these are going yet. But we know if they come in here that that will work out okay. So let's just finish the walls for right now. All right, next we need to start talking about defenses. So I think that what we're going to do is we're going to get flamethrower turrets and laser turrets, and I think this is what this is the defense we currently have running up in the original base. So I think we want to get pretty close here. Okay, so that gets these both cover the diagonal, and then we cover more of the wall. Okay. Very good. So let's get those corners in. All right. Now we need to connect these around. So we're going to need pipes and pipes. Let's just do... I don't know exactly how these will line up in the middle here. Sure. Oh, that's not... Is that the middle? That's not even the middle. Yeah, that's a little weird. This one is not in the middle. Okay, there's 7 here, so this is the middle guy. Okay, that is going to be this one, which we can put there. And then we want to do the same thing this direction. I guess we're in the middle there somewhere. Right, the middle is in between these two things here somewhere. Okay, so let's do our same little trick here. This is 9, so we'll get rid of 4 and 4. All right, and then we can grab these guys. And we can put them here. All right, and then we can fix the corners here. And let's get some pipes. Okay, so that can look that way. Let's copy the corner. Boom. Okay, so now we got pipes all the way around the outside. And now let's get laser turrets. So I think we can space them out like this. So we can get this distance. Let's see. Sure, that looks okay. So then let's get this stuff down here. And let's get this stuff. Okay, that's the middle one. All right, and let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we can. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, and then we grab all of this. And we put it over here. Maybe we put it over here. Oh, if I get a zoom out, I can do it. All right, good. And then I think the last thing that we probably want to do is put a few extra laser turrets around the corners. Like that. that. And that. Okay, so those are going to be our defenses. And then we need to get Robo Ports in here to cover the whole thing, at least for construction purposes. So let's see. We don't want to leak into the next cell, but this place seems to be okay. That's sort of as close to the defenses as we can get. There's not really the construction area covers the whole thing, and there's not going to be anything that needs logistics outside here, which actually is an interesting point, because maybe we don't have to actually even come all the way down here for the logistics. Because there's no logistic spots that can usefully do anything outside the walls. And I wonder if that's down enough that we can get away with just sort of like 3 deep on the Robo Ports. Yeah, they don't quite fit. But interestingly, could we make it fit? So could we go here and here? And then if we moved this so it touched, we lose logistics around the, we lose a little bit around the, we lose logistics coverage even with the lasers and flamethrower turrets, but it means we need fewer Robo Ports, and that feels like a good deal. Okay, now let's get let's make sure that we've got a way to power all these Robo Ports. That seems like a good property to have. You can't reach if I put you there. You can't reach if I put you there either. Well, that's okay. This one was out here. I guess there is like a large power pole out here somewhere, I think, for the T junction, but oh, this is not even in the, I don't think I got these in the right spot. No, I didn't. That guy, this guy's in the middle. Okay, so that means I can move this guy out a little bit. There's the gap, so there. And there. I guess we want, put it back a little bit. Can you reach if I put you back here? Well, we'll leave it there for right now. We will have to, and that means I think I can move these guys too. Okay. All right, that is symmetric, so that's what we want. This is here, so we can put you like there and like there, and then we've got power in there. Okay, so speaking of power, we do need to power all of this stuff, so let's get some substations. I guess We can go, that just does the corner, that corner laser turret. And then, okay, that tiles those to there. If we want to bring this down. Oh, interesting. The Robo Port is just in the way of being able to do this where we want. How much do I care? I don't really care. We'll see if that gives us any problems. Let's grab one of these guys. Let's do the same thing down here. Maintain connectivity. You can go up this far and this far, and then we'll just do this and this. We'll copy these guys. All right, we'll see how this works out. Okay, now I think we're ready to think about where the tracks can come in. So they could come in here. If we get this guy out of the way. Oh, no, they can't come in there. Haha. So there it is, because we don't want to hit this pipe here. So, all right, so you're going to come in through here, and then you're going to enter like that, and then we're going to get gates. Okay. Good stuff. I don't, I think we could maybe try to sneak it in here, but I kind of want to keep, at least the corner. The corners always get hit the hardest in things like this, so I think I'd rather just bring it in a little into the interior here. Okay, that looks good. So then I guess the first thing we want is, no, not that. We want the stem cell. Where's that? This thing. And how far back do we want to put this? Maybe right there. That has a lot of stuff on it. Okay, but that's all right. These things do require clocks, right? Yeah, this relies on the clock. So we need to get the clock signal in here somewhere, which I suppose we could do like this. And that's on the green wire. So we can come in to here, then to here, and then to here. And then the other thing that we need out of here is the, let's see, I guess we're gonna change this. We're gonna have to have a different stem cell just for the artillery pieces, because we have this, like, it's a little extra long piece of track, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's otherwise going to be the same. So, very good. Is this needed for any circuit network stuff? No, it is not. So we can get rid of that. Do you have circuit network stuff on you? Yes, you do. You probably have the This probably has our logistic bot signal on it. But that means that we can probably get rid of it because we can get it some other way. And then you have green and red coming in here. We'll just leave that in there for right now. I'm not too worried about one extra substation. Okay, so what else do we have here? We've got the builder train, which we want to try to get. I guess we might as well line it up, right? If we line it up, I guess we could come to here. Is there enough room to squeeze around the Robo Port? Not really. So, let's see. Let's put this back down there. Let's slide you to the other side. There's almost enough room to slide it in there. How close can I get here? If I do that and then that, it's 3 over. Okay. So then I might as well line it up. Oh, where'd my thing go? Here it is. All right, so you're gonna come down this way. I guess you can come all the way down to here then, if we do that. And let's see, we can expand these a little bit. We'll have to reset all of those. Oh, I need these. Guess we'll have a little bit more room. Oh, I guess we don't because of the station, but that's okay. I guess in theory we could do this. Oh no, they're all covered by the station. Never mind. All right, and good. Builder train. And we need a way to power that one guy, or we just get rid of him. I think we just get rid of him. Fine. We already added some extra buffer chests here anyway. Okay, so that's the builder train, and that means that we need to move this guy over and open these up. And then you'll come down to here and then go out. And then we get some gates. All right, so that's gonna be that guy. Let's see. I'm gonna get rid of some of these in the middle here. All right, we also need the fluid drop off. How close can we get this guy? I guess here. We need to get rid of this. And then I guess you could come, I guess you're gonna be there. All right, why are you not powered? Oh, because you're not powered. Interesting. All right, you're gonna need power up into this area here somehow. Just like this. This is actually an extraneous, that's an extraneous station. Right, So we need to get something in this area somewhere. Well, heck, why don't I just do this and this? Sure. Okay, and then the last thing we need is this guy. Who... I guess we'll come in. Yeah, I don't really want to hit that flamethrower turret. Oh, I'm hitting flamethrower turrets with both of these. That's no good. Let's take... Let's take that guy back out. All right, can I get this to go in between flamethrower turrets? Like that will work. And then... I guess this will work. Okay, that's good stuff. Well, okay. Open this up. I guess we want this. And we open this up. Okay, now the only thing left to do is to figure out can we get over to those other... We can if we do that. And like that. Okay. Yeah, I think this will work. We just need to get power everywhere. Like that. And let's see. I guess we should add some extra laser cannons in here where we can. Can't really get an extra one in here very easily, but that is okay. Okay, so I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this for trains and bringing our resources in and the builder train, and then we have to cram all of the rest of the stuff into here. So let's think about that, and let me get that queued up, and we'll be back. Okay, I have, well, let's see. I can rename this thing. I've created a new factory plan, and let's see. This is kind of a rough sketch. One of the things this will have to be able to produce is artillery shells. And let's see, if we look at the Factorio wiki under evolution, we can take a look at enemy expansion groups. And those can happen as frequently as once every 4 minutes and may contain up to 20 biters in them, which means that every 4 minutes we may see the creation of a new biter nest or worm. And so that ends up being 5 artillery shots per minute. And so I figure if we can make 10 per minute, then we can not only keep up with expansions, but we can also make forward progress as far as clearing any existing things that are up there. So that's sort of our first thing to look at. Obviously, we need bunches of walls. And I shot for somewhere around 2 hours for build time. I think that's fine. So if we've got 1,800 walls in here, then that ends up being, let's see, 1,800 divided by 120 minutes is 15. Right, that's where I got 15. Similarly, we looked at how many laser turrets and flamethrower turrets are in here. We are going to need some logistics bots and construction bots in here, but again, over the course of 2 hours, this should be plenty. This should be, 60, and we probably only need 50. This will probably give us around, 120 logistics bots. I think that's fine for the builder train. We can do our local, continue to add logistics spots if we need it as we go. And then the rest of this is really just putting these all in. Decided to go assembly machine 2s, as we've seen before. Those are cheaper. I think once we replicate, I think they are more power efficient than certainly the beacon setup and so on. That's not as much of a concern for us here, but these numbers all seem pretty reasonable. I think by the time we'll end up rounding them up as we go and lay things out. I think the main thing for us to look at here are that we're going to need probably 3 oil refineries. I went back and forth about the cold liquefaction versus the advanced oil processing. We are, I think, going to end up using, let's see, I guess we could see it up here, right? Petroleum gas is mostly going into, we need quite a lot of petroleum gas. Only a little bit of 1,500. I'd say, very little heavy oil. So I think advanced oil processing is probably the right thing. That also saves on logistics spots, ferrying the coal back and forth. So we'll go with that. I do think that we'll end up feeding the light oil out of this into the flamethrower turrets. We do get we'll get a little bit of a damage boost from using light oil if we do that. So that's, I don't know, that's kind of fun. But I think what we want to do now is I'm going to work offline. This is going to look, I think, similar to other logistics-based builds that we have already seen in our playthrough here. So I'm just going to go try to see if I can squeeze them all in here, and then we'll be back and I'll give you a quick tour. Okay, we have some things filled in here, and let's see what is worth highlighting here. I did manage to fit most of the oil processing into this little wedge between the tracks here, so that was just kind of a fun little pipe spaghetti exercise there. One of the things that I did do is I decided, just for fun, and because I've actually never done it, I've decided to put light oil in for the flamethrower turrets, because you do get a damage boost of 10% when using light oil. Now, I mean, I think we don't actually need any damage boost anyway, but I thought that would just be fun to do. And so I've got these extra tanks out here around the edges, just as some like backup reserves. That way, even if some of the pipes get cut temporarily, we still hopefully have a good shot at having some light oil available for the flamethrower turrets, just in case. Now, along with that, I did take a look at this tank here, which is going to have the light oil for the flamethrower turrets. And I'm looking at its contents for 2 things. One, I'm controlling this pump here, which is Is this the one that I expect? That's not it. I didn't connect the right one. Okay. That was connected to the heavy oil pump. The light oil pump, this is the one that I want here. And here, the idea is that I want to at least have some kind of a reserve of light oil available in the flamethrower tanks before I start using it for filling a builder train. And then that content also goes into here. And I'm also looking at how many repair packs we have. Because, and generally using those as two signals, these green signals come across here, and they prevent us from putting artillery shells into the artillery cannon until we have at least 50 repair packs, and we have at least 1,000 light oil in each of these outside tanks. Because that's, we need that to be the case before we start shooting at the biters and having them come running at us. So that is in there. Let's see what else is worth talking about here. We've got our, I decided to go for some more direct insertion where possible. So like, the explosive cannon shells go directly into the artillery cannons. I do some direct insertion down in here. Like this is a little bit of a spaghetti mix. It's not, is it spaghetti if it's not built? I don't even know, but this is in the spirit of spaghetti. So, I'm direct inserting iron into the green circuits, direct inserting the copper cables, and direct inserting the copper into the copper cables, sort of all around here. Also doing direct insertion of iron into the pipes and into the gears, for example, and doing direct insertion into the into steel here. So basically, we've got iron ore and solid fuel coming in here. Both things go in here to make iron plates. This is a blacklist on iron ore, so only the solid fuel comes into here. Then we this inserter, no, not this one, this one. Pulls the iron plates, puts them into the steel, and this one puts the finished steel into the passive provider chest. Okay, good. That is all in there. Now, I did have to, I haven't added this yet, but I will do shortly. I added, this is the main station for the builder train to park in here. And so I have not actually set up the buffer chests or the bill of materials in here. So I'll have to do that shortly. But the idea is that this then is the this will be the I'm ready to go build a train station, and so that means that we can use this signal here as an indicator that we've got a ready to go builder train on hand. Let's see what else is worth talking about in here. A lot of direct insertion of all of the inserters. We're using all of the inserters here. So that's pretty fun. I did make liberal use of the yellow inserters in a lot of places because they are, in fact, really cheap. So, and they can keep up with most of what we want to do. So here was some of my playing around with green circuits. But then otherwise, this is logistics bot mall stuff up in here. We have to make a bunch of explosives to make that work, but otherwise, that's it. I was actually surprised, like we still have a good chunk of available space in here, which we didn't really need. I think it was useful to have as much stuff be close to the resource drop-off as possible. So that's why it's kind of all crammed around here in these places. Direct insertion of plastic, that's another high volume guy, as well as the copper cables for the red circuits. I couldn't fit the rocket fuel over here anywhere that I could find reasonably and have it be on the right pump priority, so I ended up over here. But yeah, I think that's it. So here, what is next? What is next is I am going to put in the circuit so that we remember that we have a builder train ready to go. Then I'm going to take a blueprint, and then we are going to go build this in the real world. So stay tuned for all of that. Okay, we have this thing all constructed at this point, and I have gone ahead and pulled the builder train around. We currently have nothing coming in here because we did not go through our regular builder train cycle, so we have no construction bots or logistics bots in here. Do I have any on hand? I don't have any extras. I'll have to go snarf some from nearby, but I think what we can do is we can activate this thing. Let's see, nothing is where I expect it to be. Okay, here it is. Now I have to like pay attention to the biters again. Okay, that's up in the old base. Okay, so I think what I need to do is, I think I just need to like feed this thing a logistics bot. No, that's not what I want. I need one of those. I need one of this guy. I'm gonna say logistics bot of 1, and we're gonna put that in there. Okay, now, yes, that's all done. We can get rid of you. We have no construction bots. All right, fine. And I guess we have no need of this guy anymore. My own robots are not on. Okay. Okay, let's go grab some bots from next door here. I did find that I had to snag the yellow inserters and blue inserters, and I had to make some purple filter inserters from up here. Let's see, what do I need? I need some bots in. Are there bots in any of this stuff? Here we go. I need 3 of these. Stop taking them away from me. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. And then let's get an extra thing of construction bots. Okay, then I can go dump those into our artillery cell. I hope... Alright, these are all enabled. Trail limit 1. Okay, so we're starting to get the resources in, so that's good stuff. What was I here to do? Oh, I'm here to put bots in. Okay, so let's give you 150 logistics bots and some construction bots. That's one of the things that I should mention is up here. Here is our same circuitry for adding logistics bots if we need more. And I have also added a requester chest just for a single construction bot that will stick construction bots in to make sure we always have 50, since they're going to be doing repairs and stuff. So, okay. We have to wait for the resources to come in. I want to see that this stuff starts building. And, you know, as you can see, the laser turrets already took care of some guys that wandered in here. So we will have to see. I'm a little curious if this radar is just going to keep getting crushed. But we'll get the resources in. We'll see if we can start building up, filling the builder train and producing some artillery shells. And if we can get some light oil into these tanks, then I think we'll be ready to put our artillery cannon in. Why are we bringing in so much stuff? Oh, because I still have this thing set. Okay, I need to fix this. This. Oh no, this is set, right? curious why we got 2 guys in here. You're not going to be able to empty yourself. Oh, maybe you would have. What is our request? Those all look like 1s. Oh, we're not getting this. This is why. We're not getting this signal. Come here. Come here. You need to go into this stuff. Okay, now we recorded that I got water in. Okay, good. You have somebody inbound, so we'll have to just kick him out. That's probably this guy, so you go home. Okay, now we've got oil coming. All right, so let's get the resources in, and then we'll be back. All right, we got the resources in. Just a couple of places where I was missing wires plugging in stuff into the demand, but this is all apparently working okay now. We got 1 guy in for stone. We got extra stone. But now we seem to be stopped. Okay, good. All right, we're obviously producing some stuff. In particular, we are producing repair packs. We have 4. I feel like we're on our way there. We did get a certain amount of light oil in here. I'm wondering if we should control this pump as well and say you should only bother pumping if light oil is less than 2,000. That should hopefully keep us between. No, you can't do that because I need this. All right, never mind that. We'll just let that thing fill up. Okay, but in particular, we have at least 1,000. As we can see here, we still are not active on what would insert. We have produced artillery shells, at least 1, so that's kind of cool. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just donate half of my repair packs to the cause, and that hopefully enables this guy. And I don't know. I think we're ready to try this thing out. So let's see. Let's pull these Spidertrons back up to here, and let's plunk the artillery turret in. Why did you not go? No ammo. Oh, I thought we had made one. Well, okay. I guess we'll be waiting for the next one to be manufactured. What are these guys waiting on? We've got explosive radar. Of all things, radar is something we should be making pretty fast. They're short green circuits, so it's just a matter of getting enough green circuits in there. Ooh, what happened over here? Somebody's trying to sneak in around the outside here. Well, we can't have that. It's because we still have some things in the pollution cloud here. Alright, we can just park those guys there. That should be okay. Come on, make me use some radars. Almost there. It should be that the artillery shells have priority on the radar over the buffer chests for the builder train. Look at this. Have some steel furnaces that are not doing anything. It's interesting. What's our steady state here? Yeah, we're only using 50 logistics spots. That's pretty good. Ooh, did I just make a radar? Ooh. Okay, here we go. Making the artillery shell. Alright, we should hopefully see that. There it is. Let's have it come over. That got put in. You have... yes, there it goes. Alright, let's get some map action here. Swinging around. Okay, there it goes. I'm a little curious, what's our current range look like? What do I want? These guys, right? Oh yeah, look, it goes all the way out here. Okay, so we will be busy. What I'm really curious about now are are we going to see some revenge attacks? Which we should. What's this over here? Can't have that. Oh, here they come. All right. Let's see how the defenses hold up here. Come on. You stopped to destroy some of my stuff there. All right. That seems to have worked just fine. Although I destroyed the train signals, I guess? Interesting. Interesting. Whoop, there went another artillery shell. Okay, I'm trying to decide if I care about this. The fact that the flamethrowers are basically going to destroy the stuff that's on the outside. I think I don't care. I think it is. I think that would be hard to deal with getting rid of. Although maybe not. I mean, I suppose I could. I suppose I could just take up all of these. Am I using those poles? I get it. I got power in here. Oh, there is a signal coming in there. That's unfortunate. But I should definitely get rid of the... Alright, I should definitely get rid of the rail signals down here and the lights. So let's get rid of lights and signals and signals. And let's just get rid of them maybe here. Oh, I can't get rid of them. Oh, I can't get rid of all of these. Because I need this. Oh, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay because I was thinking we need the signals for like having people come around here. But I think this one should be fine. What's going on over here? All right, we're gonna have to be actively defending this stuff, I think. That's sort of the pollution attacks. But if we... Oh yeah, the pollution's way out there. Okay. Well, we'll just have to keep this going. But I think this is artillery cell. But I will get rid of... I will get rid of the lights down here. We don't need any of those lights. Okay. And then where can we get rid of signals? So I guess we can get rid of there's nothing going back this direction, right? Oh no, they come out of here and they go around here. And they come in this way. And they go in this way. Okay, so nothing uses this rail at all. And nobody uses these. And I bet I can get rid of these. Yeah, let's see how that works. I don't know if those are revenge attacks or they are... I mean, if my understanding is these guys should be heading right for the artillery cannon. Well, the lasers are doing their work. There we go. All right, that's better without the signals in there. Okay, so we'll just have to remember that as we set up new ones. Okay, so this is going to be a process of watching this. I'm going to assume that we know how to make a builder train, but I'll be watching that as well. But yeah, this is so far so good. A successful test. We're able to produce the artillery cells, bring the stuff in. We've got the walls. We've got the defense going. How are we doing on repair packs? Repair packs are climbing. How are we doing on light oil? Light oil is fine. Also climbing. So right now we are we're able to do our defenses. Our fences are able to regenerate or improve faster than the biters can take them out, which is what we want to see. And so I think over time the idea is that we want to stamp out these artillery cells and basically defend the pollution cloud out here. We can see this goes all the way out here, which doesn't cover the entire pollution cloud, which is kind of interesting. But we'll have to creep our way out here, I think. And see what works. Of course, these things themselves give off pollution, so we may be working at counter purposes here. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I think that's what we got for this episode. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, bye. Oh, you're still here? All right. Well, I guess I'll give you a further update here. We have actually succeeded in clearing this entire area of biters, which is pretty cool. And we've succeeded in filling a builder train, which is also cool. And as a result, as you can see, activity in the cell is much reduced. And that should hopefully mean that our pollution is starting to shrink. We can see that the pollution cloud from this cell, although it's probably overlapped with the mining cell a little bit, is just around the edge of the range of the artillery. So I think that we can call that a success. What else happened? A couple of interesting things. One was there was a point at which an inbound resource train came flying right across the front of this, right at the same time that there were biters attacking, and so it got basically shredded. It just ran through the flames of the flamethrower turrets and like crashed and burned over here, which that was kind of interesting. Taking a look at the rails, we can see that they actually both point in this direction. So I think I actually oriented this one backwards, and we should consider this part of the cell to be the one that faces the biters, which is good. There's less stuff up in here, anyway, but then that way resource trains can come in and exit without like running across the war zone here in the front. I did find a number of like minor, just sort of like missing stuff, like places where I had forgotten to populate the buffer chests or like set up the controls on the inserters to put things in. I did, things like, I was making steel chests for all of the logistics chests, but I never actually like made steel chests themselves available. So that all worked out. I built an extra green circuit build here just to feed red circuits. So that helped out. And then something that I found surprising was, or I guess it shouldn't be that surprising, but high rates of construction bot casualties as they try to repair stuff that are coated in flames. And so I doubled up the robot frame production and have an entire robot frame just dedicated to construction bots so that we can replenish those things. What else? So I also added a pump here so that we don't send the light oil out to the outside unless it's under 2,000 here. So we should expect between 1 and 2,000 here. It really doesn't get used that quickly. This maybe got up to 12,000 or so before I went and put the control on here, and after probably, I don't know, over 12 hours of just sort of like waiting, letting this thing run, we've only used 3,000 of the light oil. So I think that is working okay. Otherwise, the simpler oil processing seems to work. We're in between our target range for all of these products. Currently idle, which is good to see. What else? I realized that we were actually, one of the bottlenecks was producing repair packs, believe it or not. They were short on gears, so I added some more gears over here, gear production here. And for sure, it was a good idea for us to put the control on here to not shoot while we're low on repair packs, because we're very easily, after a round of shooting, like we very easily consume, almost 40, maybe 50 repair packs just in that. So it's good to recover and get that back. What else? I realized I had forgotten to make substations, so we need to do that. And then I think those are the most things. I did notice that like I had not correctly hooked up both of the flamethrowers in the corners. One of these was an underground pipe instead of a regular pipe, so that has been fixed. Let's see, what else did we add? I guess the main other thing that we added was that I did go ahead and put in the when a builder train is available, show us that we have a builder train. I did add that to the let's turn pollution off so we can see what we're doing. I did add that to the available trains, so there you go. There's your artillery train. We're ready for action. And then the other thing that I did was I also set up a combinator to take the limit off of this station while there's a builder train sitting here, and that's because we can't, unlike the other ones, right? Like this is up here. Like it's actually okay for there to be like a finished builder train over here and another one in here, but we don't have room for that here. So we just, when this thing pulls ahead to say I'm ready, it's going to set the limit to 0 so that we don't have another train coming back here while this one is sitting here. Okay, are those all the updates? Those are probably most of the updates. As usual, we'll make the blueprints available. I am a little curious. I did have to add another coal patch here, a coal mining station, and so what's interesting here is I think from here out I'm going to spend some time just claiming some land with these artillery cells here. Just to make sure that they can reproduce themselves properly, but also, I do kind of want to get, in order for this to work out right, we need to get we need to get the artillery coverage well outside the pollution cloud of the main base, because, for example, these nests here are flashing with pollution. They're being polluted, which means that they're going to send biters to attack, and they're going to go after the source of the pollution for them, which in this case is the main base. And we don't really have defenses up there, and I don't, I'd rather have a sparse defense. So I think it's okay if they're being polluted by the artillery cell itself, because then they'll still come at the artillery cell, which is what we want. But I think that's what we're going to be doing next, is just like pushing ourselves out here, possibly cleaning up some of this laser wall here. Some of this is going to be complicated by the fact that there are big oceans in here. So, I can't, if I build an artillery cell here, they're going to run around this direction, which is not great. So I kind of have to come down this way and clear over, I think, in order for us to get clear. But that's what's up, I think, coming forward, and I think great success for the artillery cell. So we'll get all the blueprints updated, and we'll see you next time, I think, with an update on how our Operation Capture More Ground is going. So stay tuned for that. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, bye. For real this time.